Welcome to the 2023 KOA training tape number 5. I'm Todd Gooding, coordinator of football officials for Southern Michigan football. We're continuing our series of training tapes for the 2023 season, focusing on game action from week 6. Thanks to all the coaches that continue to give us our video support and the officials that continue to volunteer their plays so we can all learn from them to get better, and we all try to improve as the season keeps going here. First play, we're going to look at, we're going to have a targeting call. Great job by the crew. We're going to focus on 14 here. We have forcible contact late above the shoulder. But the key to this is the crew gets together and does a really good job. So we get a foul from our umpire, crew gets together, and we deem this a targeting foul, but non-ejectable, which is key. So we don't want to misfire at this point of the season. The stakes are too high. This was part of the week 5 bulletin when we sent these out. We need to be supported by action and rule, and all 5 officials must be part of the conversation before we have an ejection. You know, when we incorrectly rule on an ejection, it gives you, the official, bad luck. It gives the crew a bad luck, and then it gives the overall staff a bad look. So well done by this crew for getting the foul, getting together, and ruling this correctly. This is not an ejectable offense. We got a sideline play here. We'll get 2 looks at it, get a little bit deeper. We're starting to get there, but we have action. So we need cleanup from the back judge. And that's going to be a common theme in this week's videos. And then our referee should be over here helping clean up. There's no reason to be in the middle of the field watching. No threats. There's not even a dark jersey in the picture. So we'll get another look here. This is a play that we have an ejection, incorrectly ruled, and I'm not even sure this is a UNS foul. So we need to get here, get a good look, give line of scrimmage some help, but I'm not sure exactly what we're looking at to have an ejection on this play. So watch 14 as he comes up in this pile. Again, our back judge is way in center field. Our referees in the middle of the field, they need to be over here cleaning up. We need help on the sideline. Then we get a little shove here. Okay, this type of stuff goes on during the plays for most of the game. And this is not an ejectable offense. You know, we have players that push and shove and slap style acts on most plays when the ball is live. So these actions just should be ruled a dead ball, personal foul at most. But we're certainly can't be ejecting on this type of action. This has been a common theme the last couple weeks. It's been in the bulletin. There's nothing there. Clean this up, get in there, escort White out of the bench, get some help from our referee and our back judge, cleaning up, and let's manage the game. The theme is managing the game. The stakes are higher, the intensity's ratcheting up, and we got to match it on the field. Again, another similar type play. We're not going to see the action afterwards, but again, we're talking field mechanics. Head linesman's a long ways away. He's holding the line of scrimmage correctly, but then he's got to make a break. He's 30 yards away from the ball. Our back judge, we need about a 10-yard cushion on this action. And then again, the theme that we just mentioned, we have to be on the sideline cleaning up. We cannot just be standing in center field. In this case, we should have a cushion, and then we should be breaking for the sideline to help our line of scrimmage clean up. Instead, we're going to get the spot. Never will the back judge rule on forward progress. So now we're disregarding the action that happens. Unfortunately, the film cuts out on this particular clip, but our line of scrimmage is working his way upfield, but our back judge is not doing himself any favors trying to get himself a forward progress spot. Okay, the spot of the forward progress is meaningless when we have action on the sideline that we have to attend to. So again, just a couple plays. That's been a common theme the last few weeks where we've had ejectables and disqualifications, and I'm not certain we're getting good looks at these. So some plays to learn from. Another look here. We should be getting a cushion and then cleaning up. Instead, incorrectly, mechanically, we're going to get the spot and we got action behind us. And no action should be behind our back judge here. So early in the game, we want to put this in the warn zone because it's play 6 of the game, fine. But right now, that's an illegal formation. Then our motion guy is probably committing a shift foul as well. So if we're not going to flag these 2 plays on play 6, we need to have talk to information to the players, use our O2O communication, get to our referees, our umpires, let them talk to the players. Sideline officials, let's make sure we're communicating. Hey, coach, left tackle, he's off the line of scrimmage. You've officially been warned. Next time it'll be a foul if it's egregious. Motion guy, by rule, he's committing a shift. He's moving forward. Again, if we're not going to flag it, we at least need to have a talk to, clean this type of action up early. We're going to have a couple OPI, DPIs here. And in the name of the game that we've been mentioning every week is consistency. All the coaches are asking for is consistency. So here's 2 plays, same game. Okay, we get a foul down on this action. Okay, but we incorrectly rule this an OPI foul. And we're getting this call from our head linesman in the first half. So I'm not sure what he's seeing, but I'd like to see a little more depth. Looks like our back judge reacts just a little bit late. These are really difficult plays in 5-man mechanics, but our back judge needs to try to keep that cushion. He should be at about the 20 right now. 24-yard line, 26-yard line. But we're getting a foul from our head linesman here as we have a foul for an OPI. And I believe this is incorrectly ruled. We have a defensive back not playing the ball. And we should be ruling this a defensive pass interference. Okay, instead we rule it an OPI. So I'd like to see the back judge and headlines get together and have some communication on this, and hopefully the back judge can talk him off this, or flip this, because we should have a defensive pass interference, not an offensive pass interference, because he's in chase mode, not playing the ball, he's suspect. So we should have a foul for DPI on this, not OPI. Same game, consistency theme. We'll have a DPI up top. Okay, he's in chase mode, correctly ruled. Again, would like a little more cushion by the back judge, but it is a tough play in 5-man mechanics. Distance is our friend, but we have a correct call for DPI arm bar, which he does. DB is beaten. He's limiting the wide receiver's movement to catch the ball. So we get the foul here, but both of these fouls went against the team in white. So you want to take your crew's game to the next level. You want to improve as a crew, as a calling official. Consistency is what we're looking for. So we get one right, and then one's a play to learn from. Again, okay, we're going to look at one illegal block in the back. Sudden change plays, turnovers, kicking game. That's where you usually see the big blocks, the fouls. We're going to focus at about the 36-yard line, 15 in white. And we get a side block, and we get a foul from our back judge. Good coverage by our referee. Line judge working his way up. Great coverage by our referee. We'll get another look here that's going to give us a much better look at it. We got to see these plays start to finish. We're going to focus on 15 in the circle. We'll get a good look here. It's clearly from the side. Okay, up high, shoulder pad, right shoulder pad. You're going to watch 3 fall in this side, indicator. This negates a touchdown. We just got to be better than this. Another play to learn from. We're going to focus on the receiver to the right. We're going to have a correctly ruled offensive holding. This is considered a takedown, a pull down. We're going to call these anywhere on the field. This one checks all the boxes at the point of attack, creates an advantage. But a takedown or even pull downs, we're starting to see away from the ball. Seen a handful of them in games this week. We got to call these anywhere on the field. They show up on video. You can clearly see them pulled down. Coaches can turn on the film. They say, up, show their player. Can't guess, but it's a nice job here by the line of scrimmage official getting this. Outside the frame, pull down. Now we got to keep working our way upfield. Okay, video's not great. Would like to have an end zone camera. So the schools that have those end zone views, we really appreciate it. Most times, sometimes it exposes us, but it definitely helps our training. So we have a suspect targeting after the play, but can't confirm or deny, but there's a little bit of arm action, but he is leading with the helmet. So it'd be a good play to look at from the end zone, but we get a correct call for offensive holding. And that's from spot of the foul as it is ahead of the previous spot. So well done on that play. Common theme, we're going to look at a few ineligible downfield players. And we can't be technical on these. We got to make sure they're there. We're snapping from the 34. And remember, it's not where it's caught. It's where it is touched on release. So this was a common theme play this past weekend. And there's a lot of these being run. They're run to a science. We're trying to catch, coaches have them trying to catch the ball behind the line of scrimmage. Most cases, but right now this is a pass downfield. We have an IDP. Snaps at the 44. Lineman, maybe at the 46. I just don't think we're that good, okay? We're, as line of scrimmage, we're just not that good to be that technical. So let's make sure they're there. Clearly past 2 yards. Make them 3 yards. On point of release. Get a foul from our umpire. Again, tight. Another one here. Very similar. Snap from the 34. Where's the ball when it's released? Lineman maybe to the 32. Again, ball's released. You can see it there. Just very tight. So the message is let's not be too technical. It's really hard to be that good and be accurate all the time. So let's make sure they're there when we're calling these. Last one, really well-designed play. We're going to have linemen a significant length downfield, but clearly this is designed to catch the ball behind the line of scrimmage. This is the reason that we ask our line of scrimmage officials to not flow for one reason, because we want to be able to rule on these and be accurate and improve our play calling percentage on these, because these are run very often in our games. So snap from the 33, lineman all the way up to the 40, 41, but this ball's caught behind the 33. This ball is touch, excuse me, and caught, but touch is the key word, behind the 33. So good positioning here to help us accurately rule on this type of play. We don't see these often, so I appreciate when we get some of these stranger type plays. This is a suspect illegal touching. Good play for discussion in your pregame conferences with your crews. But this one is a forward pass touched by team B. So now it opens it up for anyone to catch the ball and run. Well done. This crews did their homework. Really good job by the referee and line of scrimmage to not blow this dead. And a good discussion in your pregame conferences is now what if our linemen touch it first? So there's a lot of different scenarios, but we don't see these very often in high school. Just a good topic of discussion in your pregames. Again, away from the ball, we got to be able to get unnecessary roughness fouls. Now, this is a tight play. This one's right in the line judge's kitchen over here. We got a goal line play. He has goal line responsibility. But again, in our pregame conferences, let's move those goal line yard markers, get them deeper. Let's work deeper. This play's on the left hash, and our line of scrimmage official should be working much deeper than this. This will help improve his angle to see the play, that's the action that's just about to happen here. We're going to focus on that left up top corner. Okay. So we got a couple things going on here. Again, we get a wider angle. Distance is our friend. We want to increase our angles for our play calling. And we're starting this snap right on the sideline. Anytime we're inside the 20, let's get those yard markers much deeper, almost to the track, because we want to talk to our down box, our chain gang. We tell them we're working deeper once we get inside the 20. And then we're going to work wider. That goal line pylon should be in the black somewhere in the middle. Okay, so we should be working wider. And then really don't know what our back judge is looking at here, but he needs to open up his angle to the line of scrimmage. They're going to be ruling on a touchdown, most important line on the field, the goal line. So we're going to need help from our back judge with a wide angle, helping to clean up with this DB wide receiver action that we should have a UNR foul on. I think we get caught watching a ball here as a back judge. So let's open up our angles. You really have nothing going on there to the left of you. So let's help take a piece of the pie. Couple blindside blocks. I think we're getting much better at these. I know I sound like I'm repetitive, but that's a good thing. The players keep committing these, but we've been doing a really good job. And I think a lot of it contributes to the training videos that we know what to look for. We're out of phase. Player going upstream against the grain, picking up speed, all the cliches we use. Really good job at the line of scrimmage official. I mean, you really can't do it much better than this. So hats off to the head linesman here. Gets the marker down. keeps officiating and works his way upfield. So really a textbook job here. Then he's going to go up and get the spot. Well done. Forward progress spot. We're going to get another look at the blindside block, but really can't do it much better than this from a line of scrimmage perspective. So well done. That's why line of scrimmage is paid the extra money in their check. Similar type play. Focus on 9. Out of phase. Legal blindside block. Well done by the official. Cleans up, gets the spot. Again, we're doing a really nice job of this, I think, as line of scrimmage officials. All officials in general, but line of scrimmage are getting a lot of these blindside blocks and then continuing to officiate the play, marker down, and cleaning up the sideline. So well done. A lot of positives actually in this week's training besides some of the ejections again. But other than that, we're doing a really good job, I think, for the most part on field. Okay, really good play for discussion. I'm not really here to say what's right, what's wrong. Play call and philosophy. We have a 4th and 9 from the 19. The line to gain's the 9. We all must remember that on Saturdays and Sundays, college NFL is much different than the 4th down fumble rule is and how we officiated on the high school level. So we're going to have a play where 4 is going to try to get to the first down line to gain. So we got to have a good look, and it's going to be our discretion as line of scrimmage officials. So a good play for discussion in your pre-games. But we're going to have, the back judge is going to have to help here. Line of scrimmage is going to have a good idea where we're at and where we're going. So is this accidental? Does the defender cause this ball to go forward? Would we rule this an illegal forward pass? Because we don't have the 4th down fumble rule in high school where we're going to bring it back to the spot of the foul. So we're either going to have to find from a philosophy standpoint, we don't want to award this action unless it's truly incidental. And there was a play earlier, I believe, in like week 2 that the defense actually did cause the ball to go forward a yard and it created a first down. But on this one, it's hard to decide if he's throwing it forward. If so, we have an illegal forward pass. But somehow, some way, I think the right thing for the game is not to make this a first down, and the crew doesn't. So well done. Strange play. We don't see many of these. Another great play for your conferences. So we have a legal face mask, right? Helmets off. So now we need to know our options. Ball carrier. Is it another player? Is the player still involved in the game? Is it participation? So, but when we're the ball carrier, we do a nice job here. We get a whistle on it from our head linesman. We still got to kill the clock and then square in, but we do get a face mask. We do get the line of scrimmage and shut it down. But mechanically, we want to kill the clock. And part of our theme, our back judge positioning again on this play, we should be holding the goal line. There is no reason to come up here. And you have the whistle in your mouth. This is a line of scrimmage whistle. They have progress. Back judge, straddle the goal line. It's the most important line on the field. There is no reason to come barreling in here to rule on this. Headlines, he does a good job of getting the flag down for the face mask, but we need to be here on the X. We're going to follow a flag from our head linesman, a whistle, and we shut it down and correctly stop play because it's a runner. If it's a different player, there are different scenarios. So know what those are and discuss those in your conferences leading up to your games. Couple more plays real quick to learn from, mechanically pretty good. So remember, when we have a ball out of the end zone, the ball has to clearly come all the way outside and break the plane. The whole ball has to be out. Mechanically really good. We retreat on the snap. To rule on this, quarterback appears to get all the way out. Now we need a sense of urgency from our line of scrimmage officials on both sides to get in here and rule the progress inside the one, but outside of the end zone. So we start really well, getting where we need to be. Now we just got to show a sense of urgency and rule this. Another look here is really good. Now, a couple things to look at. A game changer too. We didn't have a foul on this, but now what are our options? Focus on the left guard. We have a suspect offensive hold. Where does the hold being committed? If we deem it a foul, it's in the end zone. Is it outside of the end zone? In this case, it would be in the end zone. We don't have it, so we would have a safety. So another play for discussion, but you get a good look here as the quarterback does get the ball all the way out, but we just need to get in and rule this and just look a little more stronger as line of scrimmage official when marking the forward progress. Last play, short punt, really good punt coverage mechanics. We start really well. Our referees straddling the end line. We've had a few plays we've showed over the training tapes where we've had botch snaps and different things. So we do a really good job on this play of covering it. Our referee has the end line on the snap. Remember, this is why we are not leaving until the ball crosses our face. In this case, we still have another added responsibility of our line of scrimmage covering the goal line. Again, why they have a little extra in their check. So we get the snap. We're going to make sure it comes all the way out. And as you can see, we have this play really well boxed in. So this is really nice job by the line judge, the referee, umpire, and the back judge. So short punt, tough play, goal line play, snap in the end zone, but a really nice job of covering this mechanically. So that's it for this week's training video. Let's use these plays as learning opportunities. Let's make sure we're getting quality fouls, make it be their fouls. Let's be great game managers. Let's be great communicators with our fellow officials and our coaches. And then let's always display our integrity, courage, and poise. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week. Best of luck in your week 7 games. Travel safely, stay healthy.